Welcome back to Right on the Money, the go-to resource for your financial decisions. Our guest today, Robert Trejo, founder and managing partner of Coas Financial. Robert, always great to have you here.
Great being here.
Now, we've been talking about a lot of serious financial important topics. And I'm sold. The process that Coas Financial does, taking the time to get it right, really getting to know me. I want to work with you, so how do I do that? How do I get a hold of you? How do we start the ball rolling?
Well, it's very easy. Our offices are in San Jose, and you can always go to the website or give us a call and schedule a time to come in on a one-on-one meeting. Or attend some of our workshops. We do a few every single month in and around the San Jose Bay Area. So we always invite new clients to come in or potential clients to come in and see us in action.
That is awesome. All right, so we've got some questions for you, and these are not serious financial, but I want to get to know the real man here, the real Robert Trejo. So I've got 10 questions, and I hope you're ready.
All right, I hope so.
Okay, so question number 1. If you did not have to sleep, what would you do with the extra time?
Oh, I would get through that library of books that I enjoy reading but never have the time to.
Nice.
Definitely spend the time doing research. I mean, I really do have a passion for that. So that additional time would be valuable, and it would be a reinvestment to those around me. I mean, ideally, if my kids were also awake at the same time, I'd love to spend it with them. But I think that the time that one spends investing in themselves is a resource to everybody around me.
Yeah.
So I would love to invest more in myself and give more as a result.
Nice. All right. What is your favorite piece of clothing you own or have owned?
You know, this is actually, the simple answer is my suit and ties.
Nice.
But the reason for that is probably something, it's more of an inside joke for my family. Having 4 kids and raising them up, the most terrifying day for me was bring your dad to school. What does your dad do for a living? Career day, right? We've all had them. I say this because we live in an intangible world in the financial planning world. It's not that I can simply bring in something to describe what we do every day. But when you look in the eyes of your child and they say, what does my father do? The running joke inside my house was, your dad's a financial superhero.
Nice.
And so I save people from financial disaster. And my cape is my tie.
Nice.
And my uniform is my suit.
The suit.
So at home, when I'm relaxing in my shorts and having a good time with my kids, when work calls, I have to go, put on my super suit, put on my cape, and go save somebody.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. All right. Well, what's something you like to do the old-fashioned way?
Communicate.
Communicate.
In this day and age, in Silicon Valley,
exactly.
Communication can be done in multiple different ways. But I love the fact that we have our clients come into the office and we sit down with them quarterly, we sit down with them annually, and we get to look at each other face to face and really establish that connection and really understand each other.
Yeah.
And call it old-fashioned, but that's something that we'll always continue to do.
That's something we all should do.
I really hope so.
Huh. Okay, different question. What's worth spending more on to get the best?
Oh, that's easy. Research.
Research.
You've never heard the term, I just put in too much research into that problem, or I spent too much time researching it. There's never too much time in research.
I was too prepared.
I was too prepared, right? The research is really the core behind the process.
Absolutely. What inspires you to be better?
Oh, my kids, my peers. You know, in a world of financial planning, we're not just competitors. You know, we are peers. Seeing the good work that is being done inspires me to do better at what I do. Being the person that your kids see you as, right?
That's right.
Your kids look at you in a certain light. I want to be that person all the time. So between my kids and my peers, I have plenty of inspiration.
That's awesome. So speaking of kids, what did you think you would grow out of but haven't?
My competitive nature, I suppose, wanting to be the last man standing at dodgeball. I thought I kind of got over that in my adult years, but I'm still active in competition, whether it's running marathons or doing things of that nature. I always want to push myself and get the best out of myself.
I think that's important. Otherwise, people become complacent.
I feel that way. I mean, otherwise, I don't want to live vicariously through my kids and their sports. I want to live alongside my kids, with my kids through their sports, and still be competitive and still play that game myself.
That's a great answer. What challenging things are you working through these days?
The current market cycle. I think the market cycle leaning towards a negative sequence of returns ahead is very challenging. Guiding my clients through this next market cycle that's coming, whether it is a contraction or recession that is due, I think that's a challenge for all of us, and we would definitely need to be prepared and aware of it.
You know, it's fascinating. You have your clients are retiring for the first time, and you've probably helped thousands of people retire. Yeah. That's so interesting. All right, so we'll switch it. What's the best and worst piece of advice you've ever received? What's the best, what's the worst advice you've ever received?
The best piece of advice, and I lived through it, is adversity is inevitable, stress is optional. Understanding that, there will be adversity ahead, but how we deal with it, being of sound mind through that adversity, is what will get you past it. And probably the worst piece of advice I've ever received is one that I still hear, is fake it till you make it.
I've heard that one.
It's one of those coins, especially in this industry, that I think has been probably the worst piece of advice that you could give anybody. The time one takes to fake it could be better served actually making it.
Yeah. Well, especially since you're helping people retire.
You cannot be disingenuine, and people can see through that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, good. Morning or night person?
A morning person now, and I think maybe it's through my aging. I used to be a night owl.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember telling clients very clearly, don't be alarmed if you receive an email from me at 1 a.m. I'm the king of my castle when everybody's asleep, so I get the best time. I get a lot of work done while everybody's sleeping. But over the last few years, I like getting up early and getting ahead of the day. Maybe it's because we have a lot of clients on both sides of the coast, and
that's true.
We like to get ahead and answer some emails, answer some calls as they get their day going as well.
I like that. Last question for you, and now we're heading into an election cycle, and we're not going to talk politics, but if you were running for office, what would your campaign slogan be?
Oh, that's easy. Progress through process.
Nice.
Right? I think every campaign candidate wants to have progress.
Yeah.
I think the limitations are, resounding though. They have term limitations, right? To try and get everything done within a term cycle could be very challenging. I'm fortunate in the fact that I don't have these term cycles.
Yeah.
The process sometimes can take years and years. A simple Roth conversion strategy generally takes 5 to 10 years. So the progress does have a process behind it, and that process cannot be limited by time.
That is a perfect answer. All right, with that being said, we are at the end of our time together. This has been a lot of fun. It's been great getting to know you and talk more with you about COAS Financial and everything you bring to the table. But we're out of time. So It's been a pleasure. And that's our time for today. So don't forget, you can watch full Right on the Money episodes on our official YouTube channel or at rightonthemoneyshow.com and get up-to-date financial news and insights from the top insurance and financial professionals in your area. I'd like to thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.